Whew. It's a little warm out here, boys and girls. I am out of the house. I'm out of prison. I'm out of jail. I'm out of everything. So I thought we're going to get some really hot weather in the next few days. This is probably our last coolest day in probably 4 or 5 days. So I thought I'd take you guys fishing with me. And yes, I want to be your Mr. Beast. I have no clue how to do that, but as long as you know it's in my heart to be your Mr. Beast, then I'm all good. If you're new to us, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Yes, we are e-banking for $5 million so I can buy a beautiful luxury home. And, you know, if you guys are really nice, maybe I'll invite you over for the weekend. So, but we're down here, gonna do a little fishing. We're not gonna get too excited about things. It'll take a little while for people to get in here. It's starting to cool off a tiny bit, a little bit of a breeze. We had some storms come through earlier. Time and check time is what? 6:30 in the evening PM time. It is 88 degrees with a slight breeze. So it's a little warm. We're a little warm. We're a little early, but I got bored sitting at the house, so thought I'd come out and entertain myself. And maybe you along with me. All right, so just kick back and enjoy the ride. Whew, man. Man, oh, there you go. We got a breeze now. Ooh, I'm not going to die after all. Man, I'm so happy to know I'm not going to die of heat stroke. Well, at least not at the moment. Yeah, up here on the hill. We got a breeze. There we go. Nice breeze. Felt like there. Something stinks, though. But, like, oh, shit. Almost killed us all. Something stinks out here, though. I don't know what it is. Maybe me. I don't know. But it's... I don't know what it smells like. Dead, maybe? Something dead? Someday I'll have to try to go over there if my legs would let me. I'd like to go over there, but I don't think I can hike over there. My legs are so bad, I have to use a mobility scooter, as you guys can figure out. I got to walk very far, and I definitely can't go on uneven terrain, and I'd really like to go over there, but I got a feeling if I did, I would twist my ankles off and probably, you know, kill myself and have to bleed to death and get eaten by Bigfoot and all that other crap out there. So, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get eaten by wild animals because I broke my legs and I'm laying dead in a ditch somewhere, you know, and all of that. So, everybody, thank you for coming in. You guys drop a chat, man. Drop a message. Say hello to each other. Say hello to me. Say hello to each other. Hope you guys are doing great tonight. We got a beautiful evening here. Thank you all for the thumbs up. I say we got about 22,000 people in the house, so that's great. Man, we got a bunch of people bicycling, gonna run me over here. But it's a good evening tonight. We should be able to catch some of these real basic little fishies like always. So appreciate all of y'all being here. If you got any questions about anything related to the Philippines, to America, to the world, to politics, to religion, to fishing, you name it, I have answers. I can answer any question there is. Even if I don't know the answer, I'll make one up and give it to you because it doesn't really matter, right? So thank you all for the thumbs up and joining me tonight. So we are here. Let me turn the camera around. I'll just show you quickly. We're kind of going down this path here. We're at a public park. So Princeton is in the house, says hello to you. Appreciate you. Meme, is that you I'm seeing? I'm having a little trouble reading the chat because of the sunlight, but we'll get to a place where I can. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for the thumbs up. Man, oh man, man, oh man. Fishing tips and tricks. I know them all. I don't need any fishing tips or tricks. I am an expert fisherman, more than anybody could ever imagine. I am the man, the myth, the legend, the fishing man. I can do it all. Is that Valeria? Good to see you. My name is Valeria. Hi, Valeria. I got a good friend named Valerian. Valerian was his name. Or is his name. I don't think he's dead. His nickname or his shortened name was Larry. He went by Larry, but his name was Valerian. So good to see you. Thank you for being here. We're gonna maybe just fish over here in the shade because it's still kind of warm out. A lot of times if I go fish, uh-oh, somebody made a big mess out here. Oh, a big snapping turtle in the water. Might have to try to fish here for a little bit, so because of the heat. Well, nobody else is here. Let me position up correctly. Looks like somebody broke a tree down, making things worse over here. But you can see that sun's wanting to come through. Trying to decide which way's up, which way's down. Somebody's been fishing over there. Yeah. Just trying to debate. Well, there's not a lot of people out here, so guess what? I will post up here for now. And if it doesn't work out too well, I'll just move my happy butt somewhere else. So, Meme, how are you doing? What's going on in your world? It is definitely what we in America call toasty. 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 A little toasty. Let me get some of my gear out of the way that I don't need and or will not use. Let me get my hat fixed. Let's see. We're gonna fish today. We are. Man. All right. Meme says, try to read the comments there, Meme. If I was smart, I'd probably, but I'm not smart. Should have waited a little bit longer in the evening to come out. It's probably what I should have did. But I thought we were gonna have more cloud cover than we are. So you guys help me keep up with the chat. Be patient and understanding if I don't stay completely caught up because I am, a little busy here and there, and we'll have trouble reading it when the sun pops out. So but I promise I will do my best. All right. It's Thanksgiving Day for you, Meme? Thanksgiving Day. What does that mean in Germany? Here it's the, Thanksgiving, the day of giving thanks, but in America, it's we celebrate Thanksgiving because it's a day that we stole the land from the Indians. And I'm sure you know that. It's the day that the Native Americans had to save Thanksgiving's the day that the Native Americans had to save the Pilgrims from starvation. So, woohoo, Jesus, let me take my hat off. I better take this case down and let you guys air out some. I'm gonna go fishing with a cricket and a little bug. We're gonna perch fish. Easiest things to catch in the world are perch. It's a good way to get your evening started when you're fishing. It won't take me long to catch a fish. I'm taking my phone cover off. So Hopefully my phone won't overheat. I'm gonna get you guys back in the cradle there. Man, it is hot. Maybe. I could have probably parked. Whoop. Maybe I can get over here in the shade a little bit more and get out of the direct sun. Uh-oh. Almost killed you guys. And it could be the fact that I have new glasses. Let me put that over you guys a little bit so I can try to get. All right. Thank everybody for coming in. If you want to see something, ask questions, you just feel free as you guys come in. There we go. Now we're in some clouds a little bit. Ooh, that's a good cast, man. I cast 35,000 yards away. Already got a bite. Had a nibble. I thought it'd be breezier up here on the hill than it is. Adam's in the house. What you up to? Tate, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Fishing time? It is. Domino, let me see. What's the most common fish there I live where trout are most common ever? Well, we're fishing where we're at right now. And just so you know, I am outdoors, so it's kind of hard to read the chat. So you guys just bear with me and talk to each other and say hi to each other. What I'm doing is I'm in the middle of America and we are at a little man-made pond lake, a city lake. It's handicap accessible, so it's easy for me to get here with my little mobility scooter. And the most common thing in here are turtles, perch, and catfish. It's a really easy place to normally fish. So I don't usually fish this side of it, but it's so hot, I thought I would try to get some shade. So before I go to the side that I normally like, but we'll see. So right now we're cricket fishing for perch. It's kind of my goal. Here in a little bit, I'll put a worm on and throw it on the bottom, and see if I can't catch a catfish. But yeah, it's fishing time, boys and girls. You got to do something. You know, the weather's been so kooky here. I woke up this morning with bad allergies because of all the high winds and everything, and drove me a little crazy, but I took a bunch of allergy medicine. So I'm hoping it works pretty good. No, Adam, we don't keep we normally don't keep freshwater fish at all. We're not really into eating freshwater. We do eat trout. We do have a place that's famous for trout fishing here. Up by we're in Arkansas on the White River. We do catch trout and we eat trout, but this is a crap, somebody stole my bait already. This is a stagnant little lake, and there's no way in the world you could get me to eat anything out of this lake. Just not. I mean, I've eaten a lot of freshwater fish over the years, but the older I get, the less and less I do it. I just don't do it. One, my wife doesn't like it. She only likes saltwater fish, and I'm big on saltwater fish too. So now if we are in a really nice lake, maybe we'll catch crappie and keep crappie. But generally, in a place like this, I don't keep anything. I mean, it's just, I'll show you the water in a second or two. Let me get squared away here and I'll show you. You probably can't see it really well, but it's pretty greenish. There's no creek that comes in and out of here. So it's pretty much just a big stagnant little thing, but it's really close to my house and easy for me to fish using a mobility scooter. So, but I'll show you kind of what it looks like. But we love to saltwater fish, and we saltwater fish whenever we can. But freshwater fish, we don't keep them. We just don't. Never been my thing, but I've eaten everything, catfish and bass and you name it. But the older I get, I think the pickier I get, I guess. But this water is so filled with algae that, I don't know. We're getting some clouds. That's too far out there. That's too far in the wrong direction. You fish at Clark's Hill, all right. So yeah, we would never eat anything out of here. I mean, it's disgusting. We know a lot of people that do though, but that's just not us. Pat saying hello to everybody. Pat, good to see you. Thank you. We're outdoors again, Pat, so I may have trouble reading the chat. So if you're around, you might help with that. Whew. I thought it was going to be a little bit cooler, but it's definitely not cooler. I thought we were going to have a little bit more of a breeze today up here because it's been windy all day long. But, so yeah, I like to fish. You know, back when I was healthy and able-bodied, I just thought, if you guys want to see me, let me know. But I figured you might like to see the nature view better than me. But when I was healthy, I would creek fish a lot. And I really enjoyed that, hiking up and down rivers and fishing in them and creek fishing for smallies. That was a lot of fun. But now that, you know, I'm old and decrepit, I got a turtle bothering my bobber. And how you can tell it's a turtle versus a fish is the turtle drags the line in the bobber. They think the bobber is something to eat. The perch will bounce it up and down. Sanders, yes, Sanders is in the house. I might even have a turtle now. I reel him really slow. I might be able to bring a turtle in for you. I'm going to try to get a turtle brought in for you and show you. If he doesn't let go, because I don't know if I got to hook him or not, but I'll show you this little turtle. Yeah. You guys, I hope he didn't eat my hook because I don't want to kill him. Oh, this one did. All right, everybody. Oh, and I don't even have my thingies out. All right, you guys, hold on. Let me get the camera turned around. Is my little turtle friend? I'm not even prepared today, guys. I had to wash my fish in that. This turtle, look, I don't know if you can see it, but he's a greedy little shit. He's got 2 hooks in him. And he doesn't want to give me mine back. So, hang on. I'm gonna have to operate. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's the turtle. Uh, you know, my fishing vest got all dirty and molded from when we were in Texas. I forgot Lorelei locked it up in a plastic container on our trip home, and I forgot about it. So the last 2 weeks, it's been in a plastic container growing mold. So, but here's what I want to try to do. Maybe you guys can see this. So here's the first hook. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to cook. No, I'm not going to cook the turtle. I'm going to try to cut the head off of that hook. See, my little pliers have snippers. If I can get him to cooperate, hang on. Okay, because this way, if you cut the hook off on one side where it's just a shaft, you might be able to get lucky enough and the turtle be able to pull it through at some point. See, and he just let go of mine. So here's the turtle. And you see how it has this hook here? And sometimes, depending on where they hook this at, you can kind of surgically get it through. But what I'm going to do is just let him go. Yeah, not a bad little turtle if you're trying to catch turtles. So, but as I was saying, I don't have my fishing rig all set up, my vest set up. Because I just literally got it out of the dryer. But you definitely need to wash your fishing vest if you don't want to smell and stink really bad. Now it's hang on. I'm gonna spray some off spray on my legs. We got a bunch of bugs out here today for some reason, so I'm gonna spray myself real quick. I think I just about killed myself. All right. Well, that was a turtle. I might have, if it's going to be cloudy, I'm going to move to the other side of the lake because I really don't like this side of the lake. So let's go for a trip, and well, hopefully it won't get too hot on us because I don't like this side of the lake. So you guys bear with me. You guys want to go for a little car ride? Come on, everybody. Get in. I got to get my other 2 fishing poles picked up. I want to go back to that spot I like over yonder. Whoa, shit, almost killed us. And it's supposed to be cloudy. It's partly why I came tonight, because it's supposed to be cloudy. Fishing's always better on a cloudy day. And I'm already sweating. Look at me. It's like I have a job or something, man. I'm over here sweating. We're gonna do our best over here. I like this area better for some reason. Plus, when I'm over here, all the women flirt with me. Over where I was, man, the women can't see me, meme. You know, they can't see me when I'm here. All the women, they come by and go, ooh, howdy, stranger. How are you, stranger? And I'm always like, stranger danger. You ever eat the fish place? Yeah, we don't ever eat the fish we catch, not freshwater. So no, we really don't. Just not my thing. I've eaten a lot of perch over the years, and I like the taste of perch. I just don't like them out of dirty water. I'm trying to catch a cricket. All right. Yeah, I really don't like dirty water fish. I don't mind eating trout because they come out of a nice, cool river, and I'm good with that, you know. But and I don't crappie and good lakes, but you don't find crappie in dirty water, you know. So I got to get this thing adjusted a little lower. So what do you mean I can be healthy again? What makes you think I'm not healthy now? Well, I don't think eating dirty fish is healthy, to be honest. Oh, I need to turn this off. So eating fish out of a dirty body of water like this one isn't healthy. If you're going to eat fish, which we eat a lot of fish, we eat a lot of saltwater fish. We eat a lot of salmon. We eat a lot of tilapia. We do. Uh-oh, something's wrong with my rod. We eat a lot of snapper, pompano, grouper. We love grouper. But this is just not clean water here. It's not heavily polluted. It just doesn't have an inflow and outflow of fresh water. As you guys can see, it's just a big pond. So, but I think you're trying to indicate that I'm not healthy. Man, how do you know I'm not healthy? I look healthy, don't I? Crap. I need to find out why I'm not. I was casting really well a second ago. All right, let me see if I can figure out why I'm not casting as well. There we go, that's better. We'll catch a fish right there. Almost did. If it didn't take my bait, I'll catch one in a second. I think it took my bait as soon as it hit. But what I'm going to do while you guys are here, I'm going to, I brought some Gatorade, but I need to get my, my other one in water. Ooh-wee. It feels good out here now though, man. If that sun will just stay behind those clouds, we could have a really nice, cool evening here. That's what I'm hoping. But let me get a big old worm on my thingy. Oh, where's my rag? I need to find my rag and my water to wash my hands with. You guys all know I kind of have a thing about dirty hands. I don't like my hands to be dirty. As much as I like to fish, I don't like my hands to get dirty. Oh, now that's a nice breeze. I don't think we're supposed to get any rain tonight. We're just going to kind of throw that out there. Find my rag. Wipe my head. Whew. I did bring some water. I brought some water to drink, and I brought some old water. One thing we do with our old water like this that sits out in the garage a long time is we never throw it away. One, we either water our plants with it, but we don't drink it because of the chemicals that come in plastic bottles. I also use it when I go fishing to wet my towels with and wash my hands. So if you got a bunch of old bottles of water laying around, same thing when we have parties. A lot of people drink water, right? But they only drink about a half of a bottle or a fourth of a bottle. So you get a bunch of weird bottles laying around that has, water out of them. Well, we don't throw them out. We use them to water our plants with. We'll put them in a larger container if the plants don't need to be watered right away, and we'll just hang on to them and water our plants. So if you have events at your house and people are drinking out of bottled water, then I highly recommend don't just throw them in the garbage or dump them down the sink. Recycle that water somehow. And that's what we do. Whether I bring it fishing or we water plants to wash hands with, something, but we always try to do something with that. So, and we always try to carry enough water, extra water with us anyway for our dogs. I have been thinking really hard about switching to a filter system, like a Britica or Briannica or whatever those things are called, so that we cut down the number of water bottles that we buy and drink, because we drink a lot of bottled water, right? So I've been thinking about how to cut that down. So I've been working on that some. So you may see here soon, I might share with you these new water filtration systems that I'm looking at buying. So, one, it saves you money. Two, it's good for the environment. And three, it's supposed to be good for you, so we'll see. Once again, beautiful evening. Beautiful evening out here, boys and girls. Remember, there's only a few of you in the house, but just remember that these, crap, I forgot what I was going to tell you. Never mind. Lake's not very busy tonight, so that's nice. Lake's not very busy, but it's still kind of early. But it's starting to get hot. That's what I mean. I wanted to come out tonight because there's a good chance that the rest of the week's going to be in the mid to high 90s, and it's just going to be too freaking hot for me to come out and fish. So and man, fishing with crickets is hard. I love fishing with crickets, everybody, but damn little crickets are tricky little suckers. I probably lose half of what I buy every time I fish. So they get away from me. Been thinking about, because I use this type of cricket container, right? So I've been thinking about getting some really long, like forceps or tweezers, and being able to reach down in there and just pinching them and pulling them out. Might be an easier way to do it. So I've been thinking about that. But yeah, we accidentally left all of our fishing stuff in a big plastic container from our last fishing trip in Texas. So when I opened it up today, I didn't realize all of our stuff was in there. We had mold and mildew everywhere, so I had to wash things and sterilize and get rid of the mold and the mildew. Ooh, fishies. Oh, beautiful shot right under that tree. See if I can get that's hand washing water. That's regular water. I want some Gatorade. There we go. While that's sitting out there, I can work on getting myself better organized for fishing. Yeah, that's not looking good. I got some messiness going on in my tackle stuff after my last trip. go. Get that there. Get this set up. Well, we're not supposed to get storms tonight. It definitely looks a little stormy out there. Okay. Out. I can see a bunch of turtles are moving again. Just throw that mutter putter way out there, land it in the same place. Nice evening though, boys and girls. That's what I thought was happening. Pat's in the house. Pat, how's things going today? What's going on in your part of the world, Pat? You guys do anything exciting? You gonna take any trips for the summer with your kid or anything, or? Well, I think I caught a fish, or a fish and grass, or a turtle and grass, or a turtle and a fish and a grass combination. I think it's a turtle. Maybe it's a fish. I don't know, but I caught something. Oh, I was wondering, Pat, if you guys are taking any trips this year or this summer. Man, I caught another damn turtle. Man, another freaking turtle. Another turtle. See it? Oh, turtle, turtle, turtle. You guys need to leave me alone. Turtle, turtle, turtle. I want my hook back. Turtle, turtle, turtle. A lot of doctor's appointments, so no trips, huh? Right. So now I got to cut another hook. All right. Stinking turtles. Yeah. No trips? Too many doctors? Yeah, we got appointments tomorrow and later in the week. I got to go in for my pacemaker check, the battery check, to find out, how far out we are on it. So we're not really going on any other trips that I know of either right now. All right, now we caught a fish. Now we caught a fish. And let me loosen my drag so it sounds like I caught something big. There you go. See, hear that? Good for TV, right? First fish of the night comes with salad. Little bitty sucker. Look how little that one is. It's a little bitty fish. I mean, you can use him. Uh-oh. We'll just throw him back in the water. How are you? Pretty night, huh? I think at this point in the evening, I wouldn't mind if it's sprinkled a smidgen. All right, what did I... Come on now. I keep telling myself I'm going to bring scissors out. I just keep forgetting to cut worms up into small sections versus using my fingers or my little knife, you know. But I keep forgetting to get me a small pair of little scissors. Just something to clip the worms, you know, into small sections like this. Especially seeing how I hate having my fingers dirty, which I know is pretty pathetic for somebody who likes to fish as much as I do. But I have a real aversion to my fingers being dirty. It's not very far out there. Just let that go for a couple minutes and see what happens. I am getting robbed. I'm getting robbed. Maybe I'll go to that other side real quick. Action is here, slow. All right. All right. Turtles, turtles everywhere, turtle. Turtles out crazy tonight. right, looks like we're starting to get a lot of visitors now. A lot of people starting to pull up to go fish. Oh, there's probably, I don't know, but there has to be, I don't know, thousands of turtles in this lake. I mean, I've never seen, crap, so many turtles anywhere in my life. This lake has, they need to change the lake name to Turtle Lake, is what they need to do. I'm going to rename this place Turtle Lake. Man, nothing but turtles. Hey, there goes one. I caught another turtle. There's another turtle. Man. turtles. Yeah, Pat, right now there's a lot of people starting to come in. We got all around the lake, here on the fishing pier on both sides. Well, there's probably a good 10 or 20 people fishing here at the lake tonight. Yeah. All I've caught are turtles, turtles, turtles. So, yeah, some young people over here fishing, kind of having a party. Show you over here on the fishing pier. We got some younger people fishing, partying there, and a few people fishing around here and there. So, yeah, it's good to have activity on the lake. And back over there, you probably can't see, but there's people fishing back over in there too, and then back behind me quite a bit too. But all I've been catching is freaking turtles. Just turtle, 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 turtle. I might have to find a new place to fish this summer. If all they got here, turtle, turtle, turtle. It's about to get too hot anyway for these little man-made lakes. This is probably not 12 feet, 12 to 15 feet deep. So it's going to get hot enough that this water is just going to get yucky, temperature-wise, I mean. But still hoping to catch catfish here in a little bit. But right now, it's me and the turtles. Me and my best friends, the turtles. And the problem is the turtles scare the fish away. So the turtles will chase the perch away. Some of these turtles are fast little boogers. So I'm not real happy about my turtles. I still got one catfish rod out though, with worms on the bottom. Good, how are you? Having any luck?
Like an expert over here. I just bought a fishing pole for my first experience.
Oh, nice.
My pole won't wind back up. That's what they said.
Won't
They
wind
told me
back
to
up.
ask you because maybe you would know how.
All right. Oh, you got a mess.
Yeah, I do.
All right.
I'm like, first experience is not going too well.
Well, you're all right. So pull your string out, your
Okay.
line. There you go. So you kind of give some. There you go. You can kind of tighten it up, pull it out. There you go. All right. So you're doing all right there. So what you have is you should be good now.
Okay, hold on. got this little hook stuck
Now.
to my socks.
Well, you got your line done wrong,
Okay.
but I can help you. It's
Okay,
it's
that
an
would
easy
be great.
fix.
Thank you.
It's an easy fix. Once you get your toe free,
I know, huh?
so that we don't cut your toe off, I'll set you back up the right way.
Okay.
On these, it's particular about how the line goes. I use the baby ones so that
Makes it easier on your left. Yeah.
that's right. Keep it simple, right?
We love simplicity.
We do.
Okay.
You need let's see if I got a. Where did I put my little?
Wow, these really catch a fish, don't they?
They do. I got a dirty knife you can use.
Yeah, we'll just cut the sock.
Yeah, here,
Let's just cut this off.
try that. You got yourself a big old spinner thingy too.
I did. I was like, I'm gonna go full experience here.
You are. Well, all right, let me get you set up. So you hang on, you hang on to this for now. I'll teach you.
Okay.
You hang on to that.
Okay.
Let's take this off. And you don't need one of these.
If you have one of these.
That's
Okay.
correct. So you just hang on to that. But your big problem is you got your line done wrong.
Okay.
And I'll teach you real quick. Them
Wanna pull
boys
it
don't know
out?
how to teach you.
They've also never fished. I mean, I'm from Miami. You would think that I knew how to fish
Well,
or something from
yeah.
Florida, but
No, yeah, we spent a lot of time in Florida and Alabama.
yeah, I'm like, I still don't know how to fish. I'm
That's
28 years old. You think I know a little something?
Well, it's never too late to learn.
No, that's what I'm trying
All
to
right.
learn now. Okay.
So on these, what you got to understand is the line has to come under this metal rod.
Oh, okay.
See here? It
Yes.
has to be looped like that.
Okay.
So pull this out
Okay.
towards you. All right, you're doing good. Otherwise, there's no way for it to reel
I'll
up.
get this piece from you.
All right.
All right. There we go.
Okay, now we're going to run the end. Let me see if I can reel some of it up. Here's a hard
Can
one.
we? Yeah, I was gonna say,
Let's see.
make it easier on ourselves. Just start off with a new line.
Just kind of crank it up out of the way a little. Here, let me do that. You got a good point. Let's just do it this way.
Yeah, I don't mind starting over. I mean,
Well, it's a pretty good heavy-duty line.
okay.
There you go. So now what you got to do on this one
Okay.
is this is called the bell. You open this up. You
Okay.
can see it's on this side.
Yeah.
And if you want to thread it through those eyes.
Okay. I'll thread it through.
Got it? There
Yeah,
you go.
this is your scissors.
Oh, all right.
Little scissors.
That's my cheap $5 Cabela scissors.
You gotta save the Cabela's.
Try.
We're gonna put this on.
And what kind of fishing are you going to do today?
I have no clue. I'm really just here.
I mean, are you fishing?
I think I'm just fishing for fun. I don't want to kill them, so I'm gonna just put them back in the water.
Well, that's all we do too. We don't. You would never want to eat one of these. Trust me.
I believe you.
They're nasty. There you go. You're doing good. What are you hoping to fish like on the bottom, or do you want to cast all the time?
I don't mind either way.
Okay.
Whatever's easiest for a first timer is what I'm going for.
Well,
All right, you got it
okay.
to the top.
Yep. You good?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and pull you out some more.
Okay.
About to where my hand is. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Come out.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Because then you can tie your hook to that part.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Now it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay. And then we
Now you
wanna-
need these? This piece down
Yep. If that's what you want to put on there.
there? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me give you my little clippers.
Oh, he's stuck in the last. Yeah, we're just putting the hook on now.
We're getting her squared away. She'll be an expert in about 4 minutes.
All right, bet. We'll get that checked.
And then let's clean this up
Okay.
because you don't need,
Any excess?
yeah, this one you don't need for this. Okay. So
Okay.
you get to keep that as a bonus.
Oh, a little trophy
And then
souvenir.
you're doing a little beetle, a rooster tail for trout fishing, but
Okay.
they'll do all right here. And then the secret, which I'm a horrible knot tire, but you got to give yourself plenty of line.
Okay.
bring it back through is one of the easiest ways. Don't mind my dirty, filthy hands.
No, you're absolutely fine. You've been fishing out here.
I have a
I
thing.
wasn't expecting them to be clean if we're out here for a couple hours.
I have a thing about dirty hands, which is my audience thinks it's funny because
Hello, everyone.
because I
How
fish
you
a lot.
doing? He's an expert here helping me how to align my rod. I think that's the way you say it.
Close, yeah. So what we'll do, and your line, your how to say nicely, you're not quite in balance.
Okay.
Meaning you got a really heavy duty, super duty rod,
Okay.
a really thick line that you would use for like catfishing.
Oh, so this is like a line for catfishing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then you have a bait that would be used for like trout.
Okay.
But
So they have bait over there.
all right, and so that's all you got to do.
It's just hook it to the bottom at this little end.
You could,
Or
but
I could just leave it like that.
this one you would cast out and out. And do you know how to cast it?
Well, they know how to do that as good as
Okay.
much, but they don't know how to do anything else. So more work from
And then
there.
just watch your tip.
Okay.
All right. And then this one is designed to be cast.
Okay.
You cast it and you reel it.
What's your
Cast
name,
it.
darling?
Mine's David.
David. Amazing.
So, yeah. And if you have any other troubles, let me know. If you want to fish on the bottom, let me know and I'll show you how to do that.
Okay, sounds good.
That's where you throw like a worm on it and throw it out there and you just kind of kick back and wait.
Okay, well, thank you so much,
Okay.
David. I think I got something stuck here, David. I'm catching string, not fish here.
It's
And there we go. Okay.
That's it. Try that.
All right, thank you, David. Appreciate you.
Oh, you bet.
Oh.
Yeah, it can be a little crazy. Craig's in the hey, Craig's, how's Australia, man? Cruising is in fun anytime. How are you? Good to see all of you guys. Thank you for coming in. Well, we haven't had too much luck tonight, boys and girls. So we've been fighting off the turtles. Thank you all for hanging in there. Hey, I'm not old. Who said that? Oh, I'm like, holy shit, I'm not old. Oh, hurt my feelings. Oh my God. You hear that, guys? Dang it. Greg, caught y'all. No, just turtles, man. Turtles tonight, Craig. Driving me crazy. Nothing but turtles. So. Getting a little frustrated with the turtles. Caught y'all off a big, oh, that one? Yeah, nice people. They're out here fishing for the first time, I guess. They said they were from Miami, Florida. I think they caught a fish. They caught a fish. Congratulations! Woohoo! Oh, they caught a turtle. That's funny. They caught a turtle, man. All right, man. Shit. I'm having a problem tonight catching these damn crickets. Ah. I'm getting frustrated with my crickets because I can't catch them. Making me mad. Yeah. That's what happens when you're like me. You attract beautiful people because I'm a beautiful person myself. Just kind of the way it is. You bet. Maybe the sun's going to come out and maybe some of the turtles will go hide. I don't know. So Craig's, how's everything? Good eating turtle soup? Yeah, I don't know about these. These are kind of yucky turtles. At least they're excited about fishing. This week, bought 2 more cars for your fleet. Wow. Congratulations. I hope that, does that translate into more money? Obviously, right? 2 more cars, 2 more drivers, 2 more revenue streams, 2 more insurances and wages and everything else to go with it, right? People are having a time of their life. I need to get some more water going. Oh, all right. So you bought one for the kid and a replacement to change over an older one. All right. So that way you can depreciate one out of the business. So what did you buy the daughter? Like a Mercedes convertible? Did you get her a new luxury convertible? Sports car? I got bugs. (2014) Honda Accord 2.4 VTEC. Nice. I think the Honda Accords are pretty good cars overall. Someday we'd still like. I like to buy a Lincoln Lorelei. Yeah, that's perfect for a first car. You got that right. Lorelei would like to have one of those really cool Broncos. You know, like the Badlands Bronco, Ford Bronco, because they look really cool. But I don't know, not very practical. But she doesn't want to give away her Subaru, but she would definitely like to have one of the Broncos. So I want one of the Lincoln Nautilus. It's the medium Lincoln SUV, fully luxury. I want I think they call it the black label or the black model that has all the decked out real cool features. But it's also really nice for cruising, taking long trips in. And I can buy one with the same a used one. So if we bought a Bronco, a couple of years old, with about 30,000 miles, it costs us about 50 grand. I could buy the Lincoln fully loaded with about 30,000 miles, a couple of years old, and it cost me about 20 grand, 30 grand, about $20,000 less. RAV hybrid, nice. My brother just bought another Lexus hybrid. He had one before that he totaled, hitting a deer. And he just bought a slightly used one of those at a really good price in Texas. I don't remember what model it is because it's a sedan. But yeah, it's not bad. And I'm getting picked clean now. I'll switch this smaller hook. So, but right now we're too poor to buy anything. We have enough cars for us. You know, I mean, I like to have a nicer one for traveling versus her Subaru. Which her Subaru is the top of the line, and it's really, really nice. I have nothing against it. And it doesn't even have 30,000 miles on it yet, so it's, you know. But as the person that does all the driving in the house, I wouldn't mind having for trips just nothing but pure luxury. The Lincolns even have massage in the seats, and that's what I like since I do all the driving when we're traveling. I mean, hers has air-conditioned seats and heated seats, which are really nice. But I like the thought of having seats that when you're going on long trips that vibrate you and your sore back and butt. Oh, yeah. Well, fitting 6 of them in the driveway? Yeah, I know what you mean. Ah, dang it. Yeah, our garage is so full of crap. The only thing we can get in there is Lorelei's car. And so, and it's in the center of the garage. So I actually parked my truck halfway in the grass, halfway in the driveway, so that she doesn't back into it. I'm always worried about the accidental backing into the cars when you have a lot of them. Getting a lot of turtle action. I've already brought in 2 or 3 turtles and threw them back. They need to come in here and harvest some turtles out of here. I mean, there has to be thousands of them in this stupid little pond. Yeah, fish tank, right, right. Yeah, the boat, the fish tanks in the garage. I know what you mean. We got a bunch of stuff in our garage we need to sell. And that takes up space, and then, dang it. With my my little mobility scooter takes up space. Lorelai's shoes take up space. But if we had a bigger garage, we would just fill it up. So I guess it's a blessing in disguise, right? There we go. Let me throw way out there and get away from there. Never enough space in the garage, I can tell you that. Because that's how I feel. And of course, Lorelai wants to keep every box we ever get from Amazon because, oh, we might need it. Well, yeah, but we probably got 20 tons of cardboard in our garage just in case we need it. So it's time for some of that cardboard to go away. And we have a bunch of cardboard in the attic. And we have about 30 Bion boxes folded down, flat, that we're keeping because those work really, really good when you move places. That's what I mean. And, I tell people, I've told you guys all the analogy I have is we feel like we're stuck in traffic, or I feel like I'm stuck in traffic. I don't know about Lorelai. But I feel like I'm stuck in traffic in life. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that I want to move, but now that we've been back from the Philippines so long, we got so much shit again that the thought of moving everything that we own again, physically I do it, health-wise. So that's going to cost me money to hire people to move us. And then packing the stuff, loading the things. And then, of course, the physical, moving. So I'm trying to save up a whole bunch of cash so that I can have enough money to hire our next move done, is what I'm trying to do. Had an earthquake in town yesterday, 2.8. Wow. But still felt the wave go through the, woo. Man. Well, no matter what, man, earthquakes are always scary because, you don't know what the underground effect is, right? Meaning it may not rattle your house, but did it bust some plumbing, some gas lines? Did it do some infrastructure, 10 miles away or 20 miles away that's going to negatively affect your property or your civilization? That's the key you got to worry about. Yeah, we've been in a couple of earthquakes. Nothing big, nothing more than, I don't know, maybe a 3. We felt a couple, but nothing major. Damn, turtles are everywhere. Man, I can't do anything but catch turtles. Epicenter is only 10 kilometers away. Yeah, the deep down is, I think, is the worry, right? Shit. I'm not a seismologist. Filipino Bai's in the house. Hello, Miss Bai. How are you? Good to see you. How are things going for you today? But I would think the earthquakes that are deep down are the ones that could be the biggest problem. Because if I remember my basic earth science, the ones that are deep down can cause the strongest aftershocks. Bye, Pat is saying hello to you. We felt 1 or 2 in the Philippines, and we've been in 1 or 2 here in America too, but small ones in America. Pat says, hey, Bye, what's up? Bye's been doing a lot of live streaming lately. I've seen her once or twice. I haven't been able to get up there too much. I saw Sanders live stream last night, so I caught him for a few minutes right before I went to bed. Okay, picture rattling, a few books off the shelves. Yeah, we've never been in one that did any real damage. We could just feel it. Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's a beautiful evening here. Hope it's a great morning for you guys where you guys are. Evening for Pat time. I mean, I caught one fish earlier, but all I've caught in the last little bit is freaking turtles. I'm getting tired of the turtle. The girls over there, are fishing with their guy friends or boyfriends or husbands or brothers, and apparently none of them know how to fish, which I think is funny. So they're debating about how to fish. Shit, David fucked up. That's all right. that. Yeah, the first time I went to the Philippines was right after they had a major earthquake. I guess major. I could see the visible damage, but while we were there, we felt a couple tremors or aftershocks. So, uh, yeah, a lot of the campgrounds were destroyed. I think they're up to about 130 people dead confirmed, right? I don't know how many are still missing. But what I don't like is all the blame game going around. Everybody blaming everybody, and, I don't know. I guess from my perspective, while you're still doing search and rescue, it's not the time to be pissing and moaning and blaming, for political ploy. It's not the time, it's funny, to do the blame game. You can blame people next year or in a few months. But right now, all that time people are having to try to explain why they did what they did or how they did it or what they did or did not know is just taking resources away from what the hell's going on and what needs to be taken care of. And that's what's sad about it. And I would tell and I get it, but I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit not as politically correct because I would tell these idiots who are wanting to do the blame game, look, kiss off. You know, if you really want to blame somebody, blame yourself. Did you forgot to control the weather? But everybody wants to use these strategies for political gain, and I think that's what's a shame. But and what's really disturbing about that whole thing is they know they're doing it. They know they're only doing it for clicks, likes, and views, so to speak, right? They know that's what they're doing. They know they're not doing anything to help anybody. Yeah, right. I agree. Corn and gas contracts, the crop damage, the houses, all of those things. It's a big factor. I'm going to turn you guys around. Look at the lake a little bit. You guys want to look at the lake a little? I got to stand up. So let me turn around. Here, you guys can help me watch them fish. So now look, I am one of these people that absolutely believe that natural disasters are good for the economy in the long term. You know, uh, but you kind of got to go through hell to get to heaven, so to speak, right? Is how it works. But You can have new construction and businesses going. Infrastructure has to be replaced, which is good for your economy. So there's always a bright spot after a natural disaster. You know, and I hate to say this, but sadly, even the funeral business booms. The medical field booms. You know, they get a bump. When you got to bury 130 people, you know, there's a trickle down effect to it. Well, that's the only good thing about it. I don't know if it outweighs the bad. I think it's probably all about your point of view and or your perspective. If you're one of the people that lost loved ones, then no, it's probably not worth it. Having a bump in the economy is not worth it. Been hearing the news about 370 they're still trying to find. Oh, Flight 370? Yes. I thought they finally figured out where Flight 370 was. I thought that was already figured out, Pat. No? Yeah, you got to look dimensionally. Yeah, I agree with that. You know, I thought I saw a documentary where they picked up some of the Malaysia 370 parts of the plane on a beach like in Bali or South America or somewhere where it washed up to shore. And it was enough to identify the plane. And it was definitely enough to say, without this much of the plane or these parts of the plane, you know, it couldn't fly. But, Craig, I do think there's a gigantic part of it that we don't understand why things happen and where they disappear to. Now, you guys all know that we have the Bermuda Triangle close to us. And I've studied it a lot and watched it a lot and been fascinated by it a lot over the years. And here's what I'm going to say. I think a lot of it is unexplained. So I do think a lot of the Bermuda Triangle issues are unexplained. I do think there are some natural phenomenons that happen in the Bermuda Triangle. I do. So I don't think it's all fourth dimensional or fifth dimensional or whatever. I don't. I think a lot of it is nature, natural occurrences, pilot error, weather factors, but then there's some of it that is just not. So I think somebody took people as hostage. Oh, really? Yeah. Well, they took them as hostage. They're not returning them. So I watch Skinwalker Ranch, and I really like it. And they talk about portals and the fourth dimensions, different dimensionals. And you guys all know that I got a science background, and I find science very interesting, right? So there's a lot of very interesting science going on Skinwalker Ranch. Meaning there's things that you can't just explain. It's abnormal. It's out of the realm of our